Thanks, Mary, and thanks, everybody. As Mary said, I'm standing here to represent Scottish Jews for a Just Peace. And what I'm really representing is the fact that Jews, just like any other group of people, have many different views. Like any other group of people, Jews who are living under a supremacist regime can absorb the idea that they are better than their neighbours. And actually the latest example of the brutalising of Jewish society that we've seen has actually expressed itself in violent attacks on African refugees to Israel. But other Jews can be as horrified as anybody at what is happening. So our role in Scottish Jews for a Just Peace as a specifically Jewish organisation is to explode the myth that's been carefully constructed by Israel, that all Jews must support the Israeli state. We ask those of our fellow Jews who have responded to Israel's call to open their eyes and to see that a racist and aggressive state damages everyone and has no right to claim our support. We tell the Israeli government that it does not act in our name. And we give our support to Jews within Israel who protest at their government's actions. And we tell everyone, again and again, that being Jewish is not the same as supporting Zionism or supporting Israel's actions, and that criticising Israel is not anti-Semitic. Israel, as a racist and aggressive state, has caused endless misery and hardship for the Palestinians. It's helped to ratchet up global insecurity in the new imperial struggles and to feed the appetite of the powerful arms industry. And it's proved to be a very false friend to Jews. Far from making Jews safer, it's created a situation where it's normal for synagogues all over the world to have security protection. And within its own boundaries, its aggressive Zionist policies have been carried out at the expense of poorer Jewish citizens as well as of the Arabs and other non-Jews. But most devastating for Jews has been the psychological impact on Israel's own people, on generations who've been brought up to hate. Strong, relentless criticism of Israel is the best hope for all the people of Israel-Palestine, both Palestinian and Jew. Of course, Israel portrays all criticism as a threat to its existence, as wanting to wipe Israel off the map. I admit that if by Israel we mean a state based around the concept of one ethnic group which has superior rights to others, then such a state should have no future. But we're not talking about driving people into the sea. My criticism is about the nature of the state and changing it so that it gives the same rights to all its people, including the right of return for Palestinian refugees. My parents' generation, the generation that lived through the Holocaust, genuinely believed that a Jewish state was necessary as a sanctuary for the Jewish people and would make the world a safer place. How very wrong they were. But as this is as much a cultural festival as a political one, I hope you'll indulge me if I read you a short piece, a poem maybe, I don't know, trying to put into words my responses to the growing aggression of the Israeli state. And I've called it On Being Jewish. They ask me where I'm from. I look a bit foreign, apparently. They ask me, and I tell them firmly, I am Jewish. I am a Jew, though I have no religion. Among my ancestors, Rabbi Lowy, whose golem trod the streets of Prague, a branch of the tree of Jesse, so it was said. I'm here despite 2 millennia of persecution. A part of me belongs in a Polish shtetl, a lost world, and if I glimpsed it first through a Broadway musical, no matter. I've been to Suwałki, seen the home my grandfather was born in, a shink, an inn so small customers were served through the door, in a town where 1 in 3 were Jews. Now all gone, every Jewish trace erased. I've been to Auschwitz-Birkenau, spring flowers mocking their history, tried to comprehend the incomprehensible and found only exhaustion. I've been to Israel in other family footsteps, long-lost forebears, and modern pioneers come to rebuild a Jewish homeland, create a better world, end persecution. Israel, fighting for its survival, but still a victim. Arab might set on its destruction. So I was told. So we were all told. Zionism's authorized version. A land without a people for a people without a land. The foundation myth. The colonialist's dream. Another people's nightmare of bloody devastation. A new exile. A new nation of refugees. Persecution recreated in distorted mirror image. Jews as oppressors. 3 generations taught to hate. Israel, destroyer of Palestinian lives and of Jewish empathy. Stealing Palestinian futures. Trying to steal my history. Land of hollow promise. Proof that the chosen people are the same as any other. Making the world not better, but bitter, crueler, more dangerous. I am Jewish, though I have no religion. My heart resonates to a Yiddish melody, but also to the cries of Gaza's children. I tell you I am Jewish, not to boast of Jewish survival. It was not me who was oppressed for 2 millennia. Not to apologize for Israeli aggression. It was not me who took Palestinian lives and land. Not to imply I fly a flag for Zionism. Ethnicity does not dictate my politics. I tell you I am Jewish because I want you to know it doesn't matter. I can be judged only as myself. To be Jewish is not to be different, just to be human. And so I can end by saying that I think for Jews, as well as for Palestinians, it's most important to say, free Palestine, and Palestine will be free from the Jordan to the sea.